All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. So, talking about the Pomeranian. The Pomeranian is unique compared to other drafts. Okay, you're gonna have a 4 of 12 advancement rate, a 1 of 8 advancement rate, or excuse me, 4 of 12, 2 of 10, 1 of 8, and a 910 seat final at the top right here. Okay, so if we go ahead and we look, let's take the Lions for example. Okay, Lions scored 52 points here. Jared Goff, 334, 5 touchdown. Gibbs, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Demont, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Amon-Ra, 115, 3 touchdowns. Jameson, 108, 1 touchdown. Okay? All of these guys popped off on the same team. The Lions scored 52 points. Okay? If we look at their bad game, 9 points here against the Eagles. Jared Goff, 255, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Gibbs, 39 yards. Demont, 27 yards. Gibbs, 107 receptions, no touchdowns. Jameson, 88 yards, 1 touchdown, okay? You can see the drastic difference. That's called a floor. That's called a ceiling. And when you get so many players from the same team, that's what can happen. In a regular draft, you are not going to want that many players from the same team because that floor just gets lowered by so much. In this draft, when there's a 910 seat final, you're going to need the highest ceiling you can get, and the best way to do that is by not guessing, but taking as many players as you can on one team. Not as many, but like maybe 5 of them instead of only 3 or 4. So that way you can make that bet that these teams are going to pop off. Now, I've made a list right here. These are going to be the top 8 games here from Week 17 based off of total points and based off of spread. Okay? So these are the teams that you're going to want to be targeting, which is half the league. But if you go from top to bottom, I'm going to be targeting these teams, and I want at least one bring back player, okay? Because if we go back to this game where they scored a bunch of points, who's the bring back player here? Rome Odunze, 7 catches, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. If you had this stack on this week in a Battle Royale, odds are you probably won, okay? So that's where we need to start doing it like this in this tournament and not draft like this is a normal tournament, because it's not. This is a 910 seat final where one person wins $50,000. We got Raphael Bourbon here, the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys actually, and Jose is in here. Yo, what's up, Jose? So if you look at this, the Cowboys and Giants are here. This is projected to be a shootout only by a 4.5 point game. So I'm going to take Amon-Ra here or CeeDee Lamb. Whereas the Lions actually aren't on here. So I'm going to have, never mind, I have 50% Amon-Ra. But if we look at this, the Lions aren't on here. They're there. They're actually right there. But since I've already taken 50% Amon-Ra, I'm going to switch it up. And I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb because of this, okay? And now what I'm going to do more in this draft than in the other drafts is I'm going to force the Cowboys and get one giant bring back, which would be, if I can get Malik Neighbors in the 3rd round, I probably will take him. If I can get Isaiah Likely, I'll take him. But we'll see. We shall see. So that is the main difference in drafting in a normal draft and in drafting the Pomeranian. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to make that work. But appreciate you all being here. Thank you. I know we're a little bit later. If you're on the East Coast, it's already 11:30 p.m. If you're on the West Coast, like I am, it's only 8:30. But we had some work today. There's somebody else that's streaming who pulls a lot of viewers. So I just want to make sure that we got to watch the streamers that we wanted to. And then when not that many people were streaming, I hopped on. So let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So who else? Ravens, Lions, Bears, Giants, Cowboys. Commanders, Jags, Rams, Buccaneers, Bills, Dolphins, Chiefs, Chargers, Eagles, 49ers. So this actually plays very similarly to those battle royales on a weekly basis where you are making consolidated bets on these teams. Okay. Does Dak know how to throw a completion? Dak actually knows how to throw a completion in the regular season. It's in the postseason where that guy can't throw the ball to his own team. But yeah, in the regular season, the guy knows what he's doing. If Chase Brown falls for him, I'm going to take Chase Brown here. I could also go for George Pickens on the... No, I can't get him on the way back. I'm not going to go Chase Brown. I'm going to go George Pickens. Because like we said, I'm going to make... Oh, I only act. Good shout out. I was playing PlayStation yesterday, and I had my mic hooked up to my PlayStation. So let's get this turned up. I only act. I appreciate you. There we go. All right. Can you guys hear me? Is that better? Is that better? All right, I'm on the clock here. I'm going to go George Pickens. Chase Brown is there. He is my highest ranked player. Chase Brown does have a very favorable matchup here. But I'm going to make the bet on the Cowboys, on this team in particular, that's who we're going to go with. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, so if you missed the beginning, what was you playing on PlayStation? So me and my boy, Rafa in the chat, we play Rocket League. We play Marvel Rivals. We played this soccer game Rematch. So we were playing that last night. I don't get to play it much because I have work, and I've been doing these drafts a lot, which I've been loving. So last night we were able to, and maybe tonight we'll be able to. Okay, Joe says I didn't realize. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. We're here now. But like I said, I don't know if you missed the beginning of it. I only act, but we were talking about making consolidated bets on a single team. Okay? So if we look at the Lions here, game they put up 52 points. Jared Goff popped off. Gibbs popped off. Montgomery popped off. Amon-Ra, Jameson, all these guys popped off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players on the same team popped off. Okay? If we look at what they did against the Eagles, where they only scored 9 points, not the best. Probably only got like what? That's 8, 10, 12. That's 10 points from a quarterback. Gibbs gets 3, 13, about 15 points from a running back. And then the highest receiver is 10, 16 points. That is not going to win you anything. So you were trying to make a bet that this is the game that we get, okay? And I've put together a list of the top 8 games with the highest totals for Week 17 based on what Vegas is saying. So what we're doing more in this draft than the other drafts is taking more players from the same team. Typically in the other drafts, you don't want to take about 5 or 6 players from the same team. But in this one, I feel really comfortable doing that. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Josh Jacobs. We all know what happened to Josh Jacobs. If we don't, I'll pull it up on my Twitter after I make this pick. But let me make this pick. I'm 1 pick away. Arizona is not on here. The Rams are on here against the Buccaneers, and the Rams are favored. And I need a running back, so I'm going to go Kyron here. And there's a reason why I'm not taking Josh Jacobs, but I'll pull it up right now. 10 picks away. Okay. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you all you guys for being here. Where is my profile? Can I do that? Yeah. So here we go. Let's do this. All right. Hopefully you guys see this? Okay. Josh Jacobs arrested on following charges: battery, domestic abuse, criminal damage to property, domestic abuse, disorderly conduct, strangulation and suffocation, intimidation of a victim. Jacobs vehemently denies the allegations per his attorney. So he's denying this. It has been brought on a bunch of domestic abuse. So, yeah, 1 felony, 4 misdemeanors. And the NFL does not take kindly to domestic abuse. Let's see. Past NFL player suspensions based on domestic abuse. Let's see. So NFL players accused of domestic abuse are subject to the league's personal conduct policy, which mandates a 6-game suspension without pay. So that means that if this is true and he is found guilty of these, he is getting at least a minimum of 6-game suspension. So I am not taking him here. I thought I moved him down a lot, but it doesn't look like I moved him down here. I swear I moved him down before this. Oh, do you see Russell Wilson might be a Jet? I did not see that. I did not see Russell Wilson might be a Jet. Where'd you see that on? Twitter? Okay, wait, sorry. I have Kyron Lamb Pickens. If we go back to this, They play the Giants, and the Rams play the Buccaneers. San Fran, New England, Chicago. Oh, just give me Mike Evans. I've already taken him. I'll take him again. 49ers are on this list with the Eagles, so I can probably stack them up later. But they have a huge spike week potential. And it's in California, so there's not going to be bad weather there. Knock on wood. But what we were talking about was that in a normal draft, you don't really want to take this many players. But in this draft, because 4 of 12 teams move on instead of 2 of 12, you have the opportunity to get double the amount of teams that you normally would in a single tournament through on this one. So that's why we're okay taking these risks and taking players that we wouldn't normally take on the same team. All right, if Devontae gets to us, I'm going to take Devontae. Bucky Irving. I don't know if you guys saw this Bucky Irving news as well. Let me see. Let me pull up my Twitter again. Let's see, Twitter. Go to my likes. Where is it? Oh, it's on my... I retweeted it. Here it is. So this says... Bucky Irving, shoulder, likely to be ready at some point during training camp. So he is not even practicing right now. He is not even practicing right now. So take that how you will. I've moved him down quite a bit. I moved him down 6 spots, six spots past ADP. I'm sure that he will move up or down based on the reports that come out as we get closer to the season. But I'm moving down a little bit, just in case. I still have him at the top of this section right here. But let's go back to this. So the Ravens still got 4 months, yeah. There was another, where am I going? Oh, it's right here. Let me lock in. So the Bears. I know the Bears are on here against the Lions. I don't have any lines. I do need another running back here. The Bucks are also on here against the Rams, and I do have Kyron, so I'll go Bucky. I'll go Bucky. I need another running back. These two play against each other. Maybe in Tampa it's raining a bunch, and both these teams are going to run the ball a lot. Tyler's Perry, innocent until proven guilty, but I can see Connor or Kamara to Green Bay. Yes, 100%. Innocent until proven guilty, right? And I'm sure there's going to be court. He might not even get suspended this year. Like if we look at Rashee Rice last year, I know he had some things going on with the law, but he avoided suspension last year. So Josh Jacobs might not get suspended this year. But if he does, you're going to be having a player go in the first 3 rounds that misses at least 6 games, which is a lot of points to miss. You can get away with it in this tournament because 4 of 12 teams move on, but in other tournaments, I'd be worried about it, especially in the Eliminator. I can see James Conner or Kamara going to Green Bay. Yeah, if he truly is going to be suspended, it depends on how much they like Marshawn Lloyd and Chris Brooks. They could be trading for a running back, which would hurt a lot of people's ADPs, except for the player that goes there. But thank you for being here, Tyler Perry. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we for sure need to take Dak Prescott in order for this team to work. I think only 2 quarterbacks have gone off the board so far. Yeah, Lamar and Allen. Do we think... There's no way, right? Chuba Hubbard in Carolina. Marvin Harrison in Arizona. I'm going to go Chuba, even though I did just see a video about Jonathan Brooks. Oh, do we think that Dak makes it back? He's got to make it back to us. He has to make it back to us. I'm just praying that he does. I am praying that he does. Is later sent out a very short statement basically saying he didn't do it, but we will see. Yeah, he did come out and say that he didn't do it. And we have seen cases in the past where turns out that it was false and that the players and people were innocent. So we will see how that goes. I only moved him down like maybe 5 spots, just in case. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, we need to see Dak Prescott make it back to us. We have to. In order for this team to work, we need Dak Prescott to make it back to us at 78 or 79. So the first quarterback goes here, Jaden Daniels, in this group. Makai Lemon goes. He's hoping probably that he gets Jalen Hurts on the way back. Maria, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Cam Akers to Green Bay? Oh my gosh. Did that just happen or are you speculating? Is Cam Akers even a good running back? Let me pull up Flock Fantasy. Like, that guy hasn't seen the field on the Rams except for a couple of games. Let me see. How do I... I'm going to pull this down. Sorry, guys. There we go. Akers. He's not even on here. Oh, my goodness. He's not even on here. Okay. Jalen Hurts goes. 1, 2... So this team does not take a quarterback, which means that we are going to get one of these quarterbacks. Oh, no, it doesn't mean that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please. Tony Pollard, please don't take Dak Prescott. I beg of thee. I beg of thee. Who are you going to take? Don't do it, Cabo. Don't do it. Take Drake May. You know you want Drake May. Please. Take Drake May. Don't do it. Please. Come on. Who are you going to go with? Okay, thank God. We do get Dak Prescott here. Pair him up with Pickens and Lamb. That is the only way this team will work. Saw that Jonathan Brooks was full practice. Yeah, Brooks looks good to go. So I did see that on Twitter. Did I... Oh, I did like it. Here we go. Let me go to my likes. So this is... Guys, don't tell the NFL I'm showing you this on stream. Don't tell the NFL. They're going to sue me for all I'm worth, which is like $5. So this is Jonathan Brooks. I was very low on him. He's only taken 9 professional snaps as a in the NFL. But yeah, this is him. So off of that one thing, I moved him up to my next group of running backs and to the top of that list. Look at that. Look at that speed. Let's see another one. There we go. Handoff precision. Ball security, the GOAT. Okay, well, hopefully he's ready to go because I moved him up. I have taken a little bit of him, but after those clips, I'm fired up. I am fired up. Come on, Chris Godwin. Make it back to me. He looks fully healthy, not gonna lie. He's a steal at RB40. Yeah. Where did I move him up to? Do you guys see the Jonah Coleman news? Let me put in the chat if you guys saw the Jonah Coleman news. Where is this guy? There's no way I have him this low. He's gotta be... Did he go already? I thought I moved him right here. Did it not save? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I did. I moved him up to 111 and his ADP is 120. So I moved him up to about RB 30, 37-ish. Diana Marie, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Pick number 3, my lord. I'm assuming that's a Shrek reference. It took me a second. I go, what are you talking about? What is going on there? Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm on the clock. Chris Godwin makes it back to us. I actually love Chris Godwin here. And I pair him up with Bucky in combination with the Kyron Williams stack for Week 17. And like we talked about at the beginning of this stream, I am all in on this tournament specifically on Week 17 stacks. You're going to push so many more teams through to the playoffs in this format with 4 of the 12 teams moving on. And if we go over here, I put a list together of the top 8 games in Week 17. And the Buccaneers Rams are projected the 5th highest. The 5th highest, tied for 4th highest projections on that week, on that slate. So, I'm all in. I'm all in. And, oops. Chill out. What was I going to say? But yeah, I'm all in. have Dak. Who is favored? The Niners are technically favored in that game. The Rams are favored as well. So I could go Baker Mayfield. I have him. Where does Baker go? Baker goes a little further down. Here's Baker right here. 115. And then I can be done at quarterback. Okay. So Michael Wilson is still here. I probably need a tight end, but I already have 50% Kyle Pitts. I think I'm going to save tight end for later. Honestly, I'm going to go Jake Ferg. We need to make a bunch of these stacks on this team. And if I get George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Jake Ferg, yeah. Rafael Berber. Let's try our best to not talk about it in here. Whatever. We're going to keep this fun. We're going to keep this fun, okay? I am all for people and people's caring about people. But let's keep it fun in here, okay? Appreciate you. Okay. I only have 2 galaxies get you the follow back. Yeah, I saw that. That's what I was talking about, yeah. So Michael Wilson falls 16 picks, a whole round past ADP. We get some good value on him. So that's who I'm going to go. That's who I'm going to go. I also moved Kenneth Gainwell up because of that shoulder injury, but not by much. And then the next round, I'm going to go Baker Mayfield and be done at quarterback. What is this telling us? 3-5-7-3. Okay. 3-5-7-3. Yeah, Rafa says no tight end yet. Jake Ferg at 125 looks appealing. And I could get him right here. And then I'll have the ultimate Cowboy stack with Lamb, Pickens, Ferg, and Dak. And then I think I'll be done with the Cowboys. And then I think I'll be done with the Cowboys. And then I do need a Giants player. Who's left from the Giants? I think it's just Likely and Mooney. So I could double tap Ferguson, Likely after this pick right here. After this pick, I can double tap Ferg and Likely. Let's see. Kyle Pitts is still here. No, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Stafford, Murray, Love. I'll be reaching hard for Baker here because these guys are falling past ADP. 7 picks would be 11 picks. If you get sniped, take Cabe. Who's Cabe? Am I tripping? Who's Cabe? Oh, Cade Otton. I could, yeah, you're right. I could go Cade Otton. I probably will still do 3 tight ends with this build, so I could go Cade Otton. Alright, give me Baker. Does it say 2 quarterbacks? It still says 3, so we'll see. So let's look at our team here. Let's look at our team. So based off of what we were saying, I'm all in on week 17. Oh yeah, the clip of Mahomes? Let's see. I did see that. I did also move Mahomes up to the next tier of quarterback. Where is it? I guess I didn't retweet or like it, but yeah, let me look for it. Mahomes is going to be ready for week 1. The tweet I saw was just a matter of how much running he'll do. That's the problem, is how much running is he going to do? And I don't think they have the weapons for him to go back to what he was a couple years ago and just ball out through the air. Like, let's look at his career. So right here, 26 points per game, 24-24. When did Tyreek Hill leave the Chiefs? How's the wide receiver look in Tampa? In my opinion, Godwin is the one. Most people will disagree and say Emeka Egbuka. I think that Godwin is the one, then Emeka Egbuka, then either Jalen McMillan or Ted Hurst, whichever one. Let me go to my likes. Here we go. Here's the Mahomie. Here's Mahomie, okay? This is him. He's got the robotic knee. He's a machine that loses to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But we don't need to talk about that. But he's a machine. All right, let's go back. All right, where were we? 5 picks away. Give me Jake Ferg. Don't take him. Y'all don't want him. Give me Jake Ferg here. J-Lo goes. Who else is going to go here? Let me get... I don't want to pull the Jonah Coleman clip up. I haven't seen it like in full. But yeah, after I pick... Jazzy. Let me look at your room, Jazzy. Let me see. You needed a tight end. You had George Kittle. Okay, then I was going to take Kittle. Okay, this is turning into a disaster. This is turning into a disaster. 133. What's my next pick? My next pick is 138. Oh, dude, give me a sec, guys. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. I need a giant. Give me Tyrone Tracy. Oh. It's a disaster. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. Oh my gosh. Guys. Guys. If Tyrone Tracy makes it back to me, it's not the end of the world. Okay? It's not. He needs to make it back. He has to. 4 running backs. 4, 3, 4, 4. If we can make it past Tiffany. Tiffany, don't do it, homie. Don't do it, Tiffany. Please. No, the dream's not dead, Rafa. The dream is not dead. Oh my god, now the dream's dead. Oh my god. That's fine. I don't want Tyrone Tracy anyways. I have to go tight end here. I can't go another round without a tight end. And if we look at this, the Bills are right here in the top 6 games for week 17. All right, who's stream sniping me? Who's stream sniping me? Jonah. I only asked once. Jonah Coleman. Did you see what Jonah Coleman was doing? Maybe I just go Diggs here. I could go Jonah Coleman. Did you see what this guy was doing, though? Oh, just give me Stephon Diggs. I don't know. That feels gross. So what Jonah Coleman was doing, I don't know what Jonah Coleman looks like. I've never seen... I didn't know what he looked like before this video on Twitter. So I didn't know if it was him or not. But apparently what he's doing is he is... Oh, was he? No, he was on Instagram Live or TikTok Live or whatever live. And he was like apparently begging for Galaxies, which is X amount of money. I don't know. The guy signed a $5 million contract. I don't know. But that's what I saw, which I thought was pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. Okay. I only access he was learning the playbook. Probably. He has his head down grinding. Do I go McMillan here? I need a running back. The Lions, are they favored in week 17? The Lions are not favored. Where am I at? Okay. I've taken a lot of Pacheco, though. I already have a tight end. Oh, I got likely Sadiq and Henry. Raphael said the Dodgers. What's up with the Dodgers? What are they doing right now? Okay. Am I going Jalen McMillan, really? I don't like McMillan. I'm not going to go him. Like, 18-point spike week. He did this 2 years ago in his rookie season. Is he going to play, though, over Ted Hurst? Is he going to get reps? What are we thinking? I haven't taken him. If there ever was a time to take him, it would be now, right? It would be now if I take him. And then I'd be done at receiver. Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah. I'll take him. Then I'm done at receiver. I don't think I'm going to take 3 quarterbacks here. I'm pretty sure I need 6 running backs. I for sure need 3 tight ends. But I think I need 6 running backs here. All right. Well, we have a little bit of time here. So what I'm sure you guys clicked on this video. It says how to actually draft the Pomeranian. So if you look on the top of the screen, it says 4 of 12, 2 of 10, 1 of 8, 9 of 10, 910 seat final. This draft, you're going to get double the amount of teams to the playoffs as you would in the other tournaments. And then the finals is a lot more than the other tournaments, more seats. So you're going to need the highest ceiling you can get. Okay? So we'll talk about that after I make this pick right here. If Pacheco makes it back to me, I'll be super excited. He's on the Lions. They have the highest, second highest point total for week 17. He's also my highest ranked player. Make it back to me. You have 5. You do not need Mr. Pacheco. The guy's awful. Did you watch him on the Chiefs? Okay, good. I got him. All right. That's helpful. Now I don't feel like I have to go 6 running backs. All right. So going back to what I was saying, you're going to sneak so many more teams to the playoffs. And in a 910 seat final, you're going to need the highest ceiling possible. So let's look at the Lions, okay? Lions from last year, 52 points in this game. Jared Goff, massive. Gibbs, massive. Montgomery, massive. Monroe, Jameson Williams, massive. That's 5 players that popped off when the Lions scored 52 points, okay? That's why you take a lot of teams from the same players from the same team, because it's easier to make one bet that this team's going to do good than it is going to make individual bets the player's going to do good, okay? Then if you go here, the reason why you don't do this in a normal tournament is because you only 2 of 12 teams move on. And if the Lions do this, this is how many points that they get, okay? Like 12 points here. Gibbs in total got like maybe 14 points. Jameson's the only player that got he scored the highest at 16 points. So the floor is so much lower when you get the players from the same team, but the ceiling is so much higher, okay? And in this tournament, it's okay if you have a lower floor. You'll make it to the playoffs more often than in a regular tournament if you have a bad week or two. But you need the highest finals you can get, and you need a bring back player. You need one. Stacking good for Pomeranian and weekly winners especially. I cannot speak to weekly winners. I can't even speak really to the... So, I do Battle Royales, which is the weekly ones during the season. And stacking there is so important. Like, you need to scroll there if you want to win, because you need to get players that not everybody has. Maybe that's what you do in weekly winners. In the Pomeranian, you don't want to scroll that much, but if there's a player that's like 5 picks down that you normally wouldn't take, but because they stack, I would take them in this tournament more so than the other tournaments. I got to remember Kate Otten. I have to remember Kate Otten. And I'm going to go running back here again. I'm going to go the running back that Lamar doesn't take. Whatever S. Lamar does not take, I'm going to go that running back. Who are you going, buddy? Who are you going? Neither of them. Okay, great. If Bijan goes down, he's a smash on a better team. So I have him ranked higher. I'll take him. He does fall 10 picks. So I'll take Brian Robinson. And then I'm done at running back. Rafael Berber says, who's Lions offense coordinator? That's a damn good question. It should be the same person from last year, right? No, he just got hired. Drew Petzing Spent 3 seasons as the offensive coordinator for the Arizona Cardinals. So we know how good the Cardinals have been the last 3 years. Known for utilizing a physical power run game and heavy tight end sets. His offense aligns with the strengths of Detroit's roster. So this is just what Google AI is saying. So it's Drew Petzing. All right, let's go back to the picks. Raphael says Dan. No, Dan is the head coach. Dan Campbell is the head coach. If you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to drop a like. It shows that you guys are enjoying what you're watching here and that you want to see more of it. Typically, 15 likes will get us a third draft, but we're going to do a third draft regardless today. We got the $3 drafts. I'm going to do as many of these as I can so I can practice on them. But for today specifically, we're going to be doing what I feel is the best strategy in this tournament, which is stacking. AJ Barner's fallen. AJ Barner, a significant amount, but I want to take Kate Otten here. When's my next pick? 199. There's no way he falls that far, so I'm going to take him right here. I need another tight end. I don't want to wait that long. But yeah, okay. Thank you all for being here. Let's go over this because we got some more people in the chat. And I know you guys clicked on this video to see how to draft the Pomeranian and to stop doing this. So this tournament, thank you all for being here, by the way, is 4 out of 12 to make the playoffs, okay? You're going to sneak way more teams to the playoffs than you normally would. You got a 2 of 10 and a 1 of 8 advancement and then a 910-seat final. So you need the biggest ceiling that you can get in this tournament, okay? Let's look at the lines, for example. 52 points, okay? 52 points. Gibbs smash, Montgomery smash, Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams all smash, and so does Jared Goff, 5 touchdowns, okay? That's what they can do when they score this many points. Not every team can do that, but I'll show you in a second, okay? When they score 9 points, dud. Jameson Williams does okay, 16 points, dud, or 18 points, okay? So that's why it's very difficult to stack this many players on one team in a normal draft because you do not want to floor that low. You don't. But in this one, because 4 of the 12 teams move on to the playoffs, you can sneak more teams through. Now, what I've done is I've put together a list of the top 8 games from Week 17, and I'm trying to draft specifically from these games. I don't want to reach too far down, but if I'm making a decision and there's a tiebreaker, I'm for sure picking these guys. And if you look at us, we did the Cowboys and Giants. Okay, that was our main team. So we got Pickens, Lamb. We wanted Ferg, but didn't get him, and we got Prescott. Then we got Likely on the bring back. Okay, go back to the Lions game where they scored a bunch of points. The Bears, look at Rome Odunze here. 7 catches, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's the only player that really popped off on this game. So you need a bring back player. So hopefully Likely can do that for us. Then in this game, it's Tampa Bay against the Rams. Okay, let's go look at that. Rams, Tampa Bay. We got Baker, Bucky, Chris Godwin, and Kate Otten. Okay? We just raised our ceiling by a lot with a bring-back player of Kyren Williams. Who am I picking now? Who are the quarterbacks that are left? I would rather pick a receiver here than any of these guys. I'm on the clock here. I could go Ferg. But you do need some advancement pieces. I'm not going to go running back here. I'll go Njoku. I haven't taken him yet. So I'll go David Njoku. Okay. Let me go back. Sorry. Bayou Bangle. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Raphael Berber says DJ Moore, wide receiver 1 on I Only Act. So, sorry, let me start over. Raphael Berber, yes, technically he will be the number 1 on the Bills. Okay, DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir has been in the NFL for what? How many seasons? And if we go look at his profile, I'm 6 picks away. Let's look real quick. This is him, okay? He has a couple good weeks. 1 week over 20. 1 week over 20. Like, I don't think this guy's very good. And neither do the Bills, okay? Let's look at DJ Moore. Really good weeks. 49-point week. He is the number 1 on the Bills, okay? I think Cook, Allen, DJ Moore are the players you should be targeting in a Bill stack 100%. Those are the guys right there. Okay. I only ask, so you want to draft for week 17. If I get massive value on a player, I'll pick that player over the week 17 pick because you still want to draft this similarly. But the edge and the advantage will be in week 17 when you're going up against 909 other players. You need to have the highest ceiling that you can have. So yes, I've drafted a lot for week 17 on this team, but I also need advancement pieces. Chuba, Pacheco, Robinson, maybe they pop off. Evans, Michael Wilson, Stephon Diggs, maybe they pop off. David Njoku, you need some advancement pieces. So this is telling me 3 quarterbacks. I don't want a third quarterback here. If I go Dontavian Wicks, he is my bringback with Mike Evans. So that is my tiebreaker here. I am going to go. I've already drafted him in a draft before, but that's my tiebreaker. I could also go Cooper Kupp if I wanted to, but the Eagles game and the Niners game is the one that's projected higher than the Seahawks game. Yeah. All right, we're going to get in another draft here. That was our last pick, so let's go over the team real quick, though. We got Dak paired up with Lamb and Pickens. And in that game, they go up against the Giants, so we got Isaiah Likely. We got Baker Mayfield paired up with Bucky, Chris Godwin, and Jalen McMillan. And in that game, they go up against the Rams, so we got Kyron. Then we got Chuba, Pacheco, Brian Robinson, Mike Evans, Michael Wilson, Stephon Diggs, Jalen McMillan, Dontavian Wicks, and we got David Njoku. Okay, so I stacked heavily for week 17. I wouldn't do that in the puppy. I wouldn't do that in Best Ball Mania. But in this tournament where it's a 910-seat final, you need the highest ceiling that you can have, and you're going to sneak more teams through because it's a 4 of 12 instead of a 2 of 12. So let's go ahead and get into another one. We're going to do a Pomeranian. If you guys want to get in with us, let me type it in the chat for you guys, and let's see how we can do. And I'll pull the week 17 thing back on screen so that way you guys can see it. And take a screenshot if you want. So while we wait, if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, this is just what I pulled from odds. I think it was Yahoo odds or whatever. So you guys can use this for yourself if you guys cared about week 17. This is just the top 8 games. But I think it's really important. In this tournament specifically, I think this is really important. Let me go back. Drafts. Let me sync this now. Okay. Again, thank you all for being here. If you guys are enjoying or think the blabber that I'm talking about is actually useful and it opened up your eyes to something that you guys probably didn't think about or see, because I had to think about it all day to figure out what the edge was, and that was the edge. Maybe not, though. I'm no expert. But I appreciate you guys being here. Drop a like if you're enjoying this. It helps us. It helps me know that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. And then if you guys want to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on what we're doing here. So what's going on? Peanut Punch, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here, Peanut. Good to have you over here. What just went wrong? Oh my gosh. Get me back in there. Get me back in there. Okay. Where'd I go? 2583. Am I on the clock? Somebody tell me if I'm on the clock. Let me sync this. Okay, I synced it. All synced up. Okay, active. Go here. I am on the clock. I'm number 1. Gibbs. So, wait. Okay. So the reason I took Gibbs there is going back to this. Lions at Bears. The Atlanta Falcons are not on here. I normally take Bijan at the 101 in the other tournaments, but because of this tournament right here in particular and this stack right here, I took Gibbs, and now I'm going to be targeting the Bears pass catchers and Caleb Williams. That's what I'll be targeting. So let's get back in here. Let's go ahead and get the tool up, refresh it. Let's see. It sounds like Peanut, this is you right here. You got the 11. Rafa Dots is at the 6. Thank you all for being here. And good luck to you guys. Good luck. All right. Guys, let Amon Ra fall to me. Guys, let's all be good sports here. Let Amon Ra fall to me. I won't say anything. Nobody needs to know. Okay, Amon Ra goes. Hand up. Wasn't my best idea, but it was worth a shot. Okay. Let me do this. All right. So here we go. All right, we got me in here at the 101. How come I can't get this luck when I do a Best Ball Mania? We got P-Punch, which is Peanut, I would assume, at the 11. Goes Cook, Henry, which are good picks if we look at this. We look at this. Cook is on the Bills, favored by 7.5, 6th highest game on week 17. And then the Ravens, who are not favored, they're underdogs by 2.5 in the highest point total game of the weekend. So those are really good picks. Then we got Mr. Rafael Berber in here. Rafa Dots goes with JSN. He actually gets JSN one pick later than normal, which is interesting. Okay. So, in this draft, we have Gibbs. Okay. Gibbs plays the Bears. I am going to be targeting the Bears players here and have Gibbs be my bring back. That is the plan. Not saying the plans always go, not saying everything always goes to plan, but that is the plan. I need to lower Josh Jacobs. Frank, you already took Amon Ra from me, did you? Who took him? Oh, no, you took CeeDee Lamb. Never mind. Don't do it, Frank. You don't want... Okay. Never mind. You wanted Drake London. Fair enough. Who am I going to go here? I've taken Kyron in 67% of drafts. I can't do that again. I just can't do that again, right? And Josh Jacobs, he might be suspended 6 games. Now, innocent until proven guilty, but my wallet would not like it if I took Jacobs here and he gets suspended for 6 games. A.J. Brown goes. Haven't taken any love. No, I have to go Nico here. You know what? I'm going to do what people do, and I'm double tapping this. I'm double tapping it. I've seen this done before. This is not unique anymore, but I'm doing it. I don't care. I haven't done this yet. Maybe these guys are healthy. I've seen this happen with Robinson. I have not seen this happen with Gibbs yet. And Grove goes Zay Flowers. What news came out? Is he on steroids? What did I miss? He goes 9 spots. So, no, he's just trying to get unique, which you're also going to need to do in this tournament. You're going to need to be unique. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the like button. Shows me that you like what we're doing over here. And if you don't want to miss any other streams, make sure you hit the sub and notification bell. And let me show you what we got planned coming up tomorrow. Let me show you what we got planned coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow is Wednesday. In case you guys don't have a calendar, tomorrow's Wednesday. And this is what we're going to do, okay? Wheel Wednesdays. So what this means is we're going to have the wheel, spin the wheel, and the wheel is going to tell us which position to pick. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that. I know I'm not a rocket scientist, but we're going to have a little bit more complications than just that. So it'll be fun. Make sure you're here tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. It'll most likely will go live around 9:30, 9:45 p.m. Pacific time because I do have work. That's what we're doing tomorrow, or you can catch the VOD if you wanted to. Then what we're going to do on Saturday, which is going to be really fun, is this right here. We're going to be drafting some players with a little bit of the Triple X Tentation. Okay? So don't miss that on Saturday. That'll be during the day. So don't miss that. Actually, it'll be later in the afternoon. Probably if you're in East Coast, like around 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., around there. So don't miss that. Now, let's get back to this. So, I know we have people coming in and out. I just want to make sure that I'm going through the information. So if you guys are here through the entire stream, I appreciate you guys. You're going to hear this information a lot. And if you're just joining in, I want to make sure that you get what you came for, which is you're drafting the Pomeranian wrong. Just notice you shaved your beard. Well, I trimmed it. You know, I got to be professional. I trimmed it. I want to make sure that you guys get what you came here for. So let's go to this. The Lions, 52 points here. Jared Goff pops off. Gibbs, Montgomery pop off. Amon-Ra, James Williams pop off. That's 5 players from the same team that pop off. Okay? 5 players score 52 points. That is the ceiling for this team. And then on the bring back, you got Roma Dunze, massive game. You needed this stack in whatever week this was, week 2, to win the Battle Royale. Okay? So if this happens in week 17, you need these players. Absolutely need every single one of these players. Now, this is the negative part of it, is 9 points. Dud, 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 dud. Okay, dud. So 1 player does good. That is why this strategy does not really work in the Puppy or Best Ball Mania. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec here. I want another receiver. Trevion falls. Chicago goes up against Detroit. So you know what? We're going to do this. I'm going to go Loveland. And I'm going to go Jameson. So now we got Gibbs, Jameson, Loveland. And I need to get Jared Goff. Or I need to get Caleb Williams. One of those two. So we'll be looking for them on the way back here. Caleb Williams can fall to us. Hopefully 21 picks away. But we'll see. And I don't mind doing this in this tournament, the Neighbors Rice double tap at the 2-3 turn. Because if they are both playing and healthy, they are round 2 picks for sure. And if they go to their ceiling, they could have been round 1 picks at their ceiling. Okay? In this tournament where there's 4 of 12 teams involved instead of 2 of 12, you can sneak this combo through and be unique. So I'm okay taking some shots in the dark because in a 910-seat final, dude, you're going to need to just throw some darts at the board. Okay? So let's go now to week 17. I've put this together. Took me 5 minutes. I know. Impressive. Rogue Gainwell pick. Who picked Gainwell? Who picked Gainwell? Oh my gosh, Rafa Dots. What happened? Rafa Dots, what happened there? Oh no, buddy. Somebody check on him. Somebody check on Rafa Dots. You know what? Maybe he knows something we don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't know. I guess we'll have to wait till week 17. Sorry, there's a fly. Week 17 to see if it worked out or not. Which I am higher on Gainwell because of the Bucky Irving news. But yeah, so I am targeting these teams here. We got a bunch of the Lions. We got a Bears for the bring back. I need Jared Goff. Okay. Who else do we have here? We got Malik Neighbors, which Giants Cowboys. Hopefully Malik Neighbors is playing in this game. I mean, he should be, right? This is week 17. And we got a Cowboys player for a bring back. Maybe Ferg. Okay? Because a lot of the Cowboys players are gone, the top ones. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, Javonte, they're all gone. So maybe Ferg for the bring back. Caleb still has not gone. We're 8 picks away. But yeah. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's look at everybody's teams. So we got Peanut here going Cook, Henry, Etienne, McConkey, Odunze, Daniels. Then we got me over here going Gibbs, Neighbors, Rice, Loveland, Williams. And with this team, because I have Neighbors and Rice, I am going 8 receivers, no matter what. I need the extra firepower at receiver for the points early on in case suspended or injured. I need the points. So I will be going 8 receivers here, no matter what. Okay. Now, Caleb better fall to us. Caleb needs to fall to us. Did anybody here have... He passes the Amon-Ra team. Okay, we're... No, wait. Am I? Are you good, chat? I'm talking about Caleb, not Goff. Where's the Luther Burden team? Right here. Okay, passes the Burden team. We're fine. Got to make it past one more pick, and he has Lamar Jackson. So we are for sure going Caleb. And I'm not going to go Tyler Warren. Pitt, Jacksonville. I'll go Metcalf. Do you guys see what the offensive coordinator for the Jaguars said about Parker Washington? I'll pull it up. But I'm for sure going Caleb. Get that quarterback. For sure going Caleb. And then I need just receiver firepower here. So I'll go Metcalf. Okay. So, let me pull up on Twitter what the offensive coordinator for the Jaguars said about Parker Washington. I didn't know what to think of Parker Washington. Do you like... Yeah, I only access... Do you like P. Washington? So, here's the issue for fantasy purposes for the Jaguars. You don't know who to pick. You have Tootin, you have Brian Thomas, you have Parker Washington, you have Jacoby Myers, you have Travis Hunter, you have Brenton Strange, you have Chris Rodriguez. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 viable players on this team. 7 that can pop off at any moment. Now, it's so difficult to pick which player is going to do good. It's so difficult, okay? Parker Washington popped off at the end of last year. $26.5 points, 19 and 20, okay? But his lows are just so low. They're just so low. But this is what the offensive coordinator said about Parker Washington. Grant Udinsky, I think really, really highly of Parker. I hope Parker thinks really, really highly of himself because we think that he's capable of what he did at the end of the season last year and even more than that. So if the coaching staff is saying this, you should want to take that at face value, even though it's so hard because coaches say things. But saying it about a player that's not an injury, you have to think that they are speaking truthfully there. So if the coaching staff has said this publicly about Parker Washington, I think that it's accurate and that I want to take him and think that this last 3 games is not an anomaly and that's who he is. I wish I could look at the playoffs for him as well because I think he also popped off in the playoffs. So what do I think of Parker Washington? I didn't have an opinion, but my opinion is the same as the coaches because they said it. It's that they think highly of him. So I'm going to be drafting Parker Washington because they think highly of him. Okay. I'm going one of these 2 quarterbacks for sure. And then again, I need receiver help. And I'm hoping that Gibbs can carry us. So I will be going Jordan Addison if he makes it to us. Dang, Dak Prescott falling so much. Who has CeeDee Lamb? This guy Franco is going to get a gift at 92. Lupe, thank you for being here. Have a good night. Thank you, thank you. Get some sleep. Okay, KOTOZ goes and gets him and pairs him up with Javonte Williams. I would be so upset if I was Franco right now. Oh, he wasn't making it past Rafa anyways. Never mind. Rafa would have got a gift as well. Dang. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm on the clock in a couple picks, but if you guys are just joining the stream, we talk about what people are doing wrong. Oh my gosh, Patrick, make it. My goat, Patrick, make it. Please, let me pull you up. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Patrick, please make it. My goat. Look at, this is him. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but this is going to be my goat on this team right here. Look at him with a robo leg. You've never seen a robo leg fail in football. Patrick Mahomes, come to Papa. And then I want a... Oh, look at this. Week 17, Quentin Johnston, when we need wide receiver help. But we also could use Kyle Monangai. Never mind. Give me Kyle Monangai. Pair him up with Caleb. Pair him up with Colston Loveland. We got the Bears going up against the Lions. If we look at this, Bears-Lions, Week 17. We need it. Okay, so we got some time. Let me talk about this. Thank you all for being here. And let's see if I can instill my unsolicited, ill-advised wisdom that I don't know is good or not good. Okay. So, here we go. Lions, last season, week 2, 52 points. Just a bomb against the Bears last year. Okay? Jared Goff, berserk. Gibbs, nuclear. Montgomery, I don't have another synonym for that. Amon-Ra, Jameson, just go balls to the wall. Okay? 52 points. You needed this stack in week 2 of a battle royale to win. You needed it. Then on the comeback, you had Rome Odunze just having the best game of his life. Okay? 7, 128, 2 touchdowns. You had to have this combo to win. In a battle royale, it's like, what, 30,000 people? Am I tripping? It's like 30,000 people, okay? You had to have that. Now, in this tournament, it's a 910-seat final, so you have to have that combo if that happens in Week 17 this year. But against the Eagles, they only dropped 9 points. Go Birds, dickhead. Sorry. Dud. Fail. Flat on your face. Only person that does decently well is Jameson Williams. Okay? That is why you don't draft this many players from one team in a puppy or in a best ball mania, because that's so many players allocated to one team that if they fall flat on the face in week 17, you're just going to lose. You're just going to lose. So, but in this tournament where you need the high ceiling, you are going to need to have those players on your team if you want a chance to win. Now, I've put together a list of 8 games right here with the highest totals, with the home and away teams and the spread. Okay? This is what I do every week in the Battle Royales, and we'll be doing this when Battle Royale season comes around because I love those. I won $10,000 doing those. I got the goat horns. The goat! I won $9,300 in a Battle Royale. So that is how I'm viewing this week 17 in this tournament. Oh, wait, go back. Don't mess this up. So I do this every week, and I am stacking players. In this tournament, it's a 4 of 12 advance rate, so you're going to get more teams through to the playoffs than you would in the other tournaments, so you need a ceiling here. You need a ceiling. All right, we're done at 2 quarterbacks here. I don't even want to look at the quarterbacks. We're going running back or receiver here. Or we could be done at tight end also and get Travis Kelce. Pair him up with Mahomes. That's what we'll do here. If Grove the Legend is a legend, Grove the Legend, come on. All right, you are a legend. You know what? You're a real one for that one. I can't lie to you. We're going to Wandale, week 17 against Metcalf, and we got Neighbors and Rice, so we need all the help we can get at receiver. And then we're going to go Kelsey, pair him up with Rashee Rice and Patrick Mahomes. They go up against the Chargers, and I don't have any Chargers players yet, so we'll see. I'm not going to force the Chargers. This is not a team. This is not a game that is on the top 8. Oh, yeah, it is right here. I lied. I didn't even notice that. So, yeah, I probably do want a Charger. Maybe Trey Harris. We'll see, though. But I think this is going to say we're done at tight end as well. No, it says one more tight end. Okay, I'm not going to take them till later. This is saying 6 running backs, though. So, yeah, we are going to need a lot of running back help. All right, again, thank you all for being here. Thank you. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you drop a like. We're going to be doing a third draft no matter what. Typically, in the past, we've done 15 likes. We will do a third draft, but today, we're having a good time. We'll do a third one. If you guys don't want to miss any of the streams, we got some cool stuff coming up. Tomorrow, we have this. Tomorrow, we got the wheel will pick my team. So what that means is that I'm going to spin this wheel, going to pick a position, and then I'll pick the player. But the wheel will pick. I can get double quarterback, first round, second round. And if I win the Pomeranian off of the wheel, I'm going to, I don't even know what I'll do. And then on Saturday, we got this going on. We got the triple X take. And I would have to be on this to take this player at ADP. So maybe we take a little Jonathan Taylor tomorrow. Who knows? At ADP. But yeah, so if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. All right. So let's take a look at our team. We got Caleb stacked with Monangai and Loveland. We got Mahomes stacked with Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. We got a bring back for the Bears with Gibbs and Jameson Williams. We got Pitt or DK Metcalf and Wan'Dale Robinson. We got Malik Neighbors and Rashee Rice. So because I took Malik Neighbors and Rashee Rice, I need a lot of receiver points. I know this says 3 tight ends, but I'm not going to listen to it. This says you have a much higher advancement rate to the playoffs for 3 tight ends, but we already have a much higher advancement rate anyways because it's 4 of 12. So I'm not going to take the 3 tight ends here. I'm going to stay at the 2 tight ends. I think this is enough firepower between the 2 of these guys. And I am going to hammer running back and receiver the rest of this draft. I'm probably going to go 6 and 8. 6 running backs, 8 receivers. I don't need any more. I don't need any more tight ends or quarterbacks. All right, we're coming on the clock here. Who are we going to take? I think I'm just going to double tap these guys right here. Keaton Mitchell would be the bring back with the Chargers. I already took Juwan Jennings, so I'm not going to take him again, but I need help at running back. My boy, who wanted me to take Jonah Coleman last draft? Was it I Only Act or was it Peanut? Oh, I Only Act wanted us to take Jonah Coleman, so I'll do that for them in this draft. And then I'll take Keaton Mitchell, who I haven't taken any of yet, because they got the bring back with the Chargers. We got that Chargers bring back. Okay, while we're here, let's go take a look at the best ball team that we just drafted in the last round. So it wasn't that bad, actually. We got an A advancement rate, which is the 3rd highest advancement rate in the lobby. And if we have the 3rd highest advancement rate, that means we're advancing because it's 4 of 12. So for those of you that are just joining us, we got Dak. Look at these stacks. Dak paired up with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. We got Baker Mayfield paired up with Bucky, Chris Godwin, Jalen, and Kate Otten. So we need this Buccaneers game against the Rams to go absolutely nuclear. Then we got the Cowboys with Isaiah Likely as a bring back. We need that game to go berserk as well, which is very doable. but we need these teams to actually make the finals. We have a higher chance to make the playoffs, but we need these teams to make the finals. Okay. Let's look at our other boys' teams in here. I know we got Pete Peanut, Pete Punch, and we got Rafa Dots. So Rafa Dots, Jackson Smith and Jigba, George Pickens, DJ Moore, Emeka Egbuka. Then we got Jalen McMillan. Okay. For running backs, we got Gainwell, Harvey, Jonathan Brooks, Isaiah Pacheco. Sheesh. For tight end, we got Sam Laporta and Kate Otten. Rafa, I know you're in here. Can I make some unsolicited advice for you? So reach, 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 reach. A lot of these players are reaches. I would not reach that hard in this tournament. I would not reach that hard. Wong, welcome to the stream, Wong. Wong says Malaysia. Welcome to the stream, Wong. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. But I would not reach that hard, Rafa Dots. I would kind of let the players fall to me. And then if there are a couple picks down, I would scroll to them, but I would not reach that hard. Now, I know this says Isaac Tesla. I'm not a big Isaac Tesla fan here. Wong says California, Florida protests. So, Wong, I appreciate you being here. What I'm going to ask you, if you want to stay, let's just enjoy the stream. And let's try not to talk about anything that would bring the vibes in a different way. So I appreciate you. If you want to stay, we're all here for you. We love everybody that comes in here. But let's keep it towards football and maybe some things that are going on in movies, music, things like that. But I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank you all for being here. We're coming on the clock right now. I'm strictly running back and receiver through these last couple rounds. I do need a rookie receiver, but I'm treating these two as rookie receivers because they're not going to play the first couple weeks. So I'm going to go Dylan Sampson because Brian Robinson, I already took him. And then I'm going to go receiver. San Francisco does play the Eagles, and they are up here. But I just need wide receiver points now. I could go... I'm not going to go Tesla. Ayuk will not be on the team to start the year. If he is, this is a terrible pick. But I do need another receiver, and I don't want to take a rookie because I'm treating these two as rookies in case they miss time. So I'll go Ayuk. I'll go Ayuk, and we need Ayuk to start the year. All right. Let's see what's going on here. So, I'm going to go over this again for those that may have not been here since the beginning. And if you have been here since the beginning, I appreciate you, one, for listening to talk your ears off. Hopefully this is valuable information. If not, oh my gosh. Week 8 bye, week 9 bye, week 9 bye, week 8 bye. That's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Okay. So, Lions. Here's why we're drafting differently in this tournament. And we need to stop drafting like this is a normal tournament. So, if the Lions pop off, for example, last year, week 2, okay, you needed these players in order to win. Goff, Gibbs, Montgomery, maybe not Montgomery, but Goff, Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Jameson. You needed these players and this stack to pop off because the ceiling is so high. Now, if you had those players, and in week 10, you just got a terrible week from 5 of your players. Goff, Gibbs does good here, but again, it's only like, 13, 14 points. Jameson does okay, and Amon-Ra is just terrible. So that is the downside of taking 5 players from the same team, is you're going to get the massive upside on a spike week, but you're going to get the lowest floor on a floor week, okay? In this tournament, we're 4 teams. I didn't realize the mic was right there, and I kept putting my drink down. So if I was blasting yours, I'm sorry. In this tournament, we're 4 of 12 teams we want instead of 2 of 12. You can sneak these teams through, and you're gonna need to sneak these teams through. So and then what we did was we put a list together of the 8 highest scoring games projected by Vegas. So these are the teams that I'm going to be targeting in this tournament. And so if we look at this, we got Chicago, the Lions. That's our main stack. And they are the second highest game total for that weekend. Second highest. So that's the team that I was targeting here. If we go to the last team that we had, we got the Cowboys paired up. We got the Buccaneers paired up. Those are two. The Cowboys right here, Buccaneers here. So those are some high projected totals for that game. And then we got the bringbacks with the Giants and with the Rams in Kyron. So that is what we need to be doing in these drafts. We're coming on the clock here. I would love if this player fell to me right now. We got Rafa Dots on the clock. Rafa Dots on the clock. Who are you going to go? Darnell Mooney, okay. Jerry Jeudy goes. That's who I wanted. Who do we want here? Who do we want? I do need another running back because I'm going to go 6 and then 8. This is saying 2, 5, 8, 3. I'm not going to listen to this. I don't need a third tight end in my opinion. I'll tell you guys why right now. I'm going to go Marshawn Lloyd after the news about Josh Jacobs. I moved him up a ton. So I'm going to go Lloyd. And then as far as receivers go, I don't really want a rookie. I'm going to reach a little bit, and I'm going to go Malik Washington. Okay. What are we doing? So we are done at running back. We have 6. I know this says 5, but we took 6. And then I'm not taking a third tight end. I'm going to go with the receiver as our last pick here. All right. So let's look at our team again. We got Caleb stacked with Manungai and Colston Loveland. We got Patrick Mahomes stacked with Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. Then we got Gibbs for the bringback with the Bears. We got Jonah Coleman, Keaton Mitchell for the bringback with the Chargers. We got Dylan Sampson, Marshawn Lloyd. Then we got Malik Neighbors, Jameson Williams, DK Metcalf, Wandale, Ayuk, Washington. And then we already talked about these two. So on the way back here, I need another receiver. Who am I going to go? I don't really want Skylar Bell. I have a Niner, but he's not really a Niner. I need early points. I'm going to go Cooper Kupp here. I'll go Cooper Kupp. And then after this, I'm going to take a step away. I've been drinking a lot of water. So I'll let you guys look at the board. But Cooper Kupp, let me get somebody else in here. Jeez. Mitchell. There's no way Christian Kirk, right? I can go Keon Coleman. I guess I can go Tyquan Thornton. Cal Williams. Mario Douglas. Okay, chat. Entertain people if they come in. Don't let them leave. Keep them here. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. need water. I need water, quick. Thank you. I got 14 when I went to the bathroom. Close it. Quick, close them. Quick. Thank you. I'm back. I didn't mute my mic. Okay. Face cam. All right, I'm back. All right. It's over. We got Keon Coleman. That's fine. Cooper Kupp goes. All right. So let's go ahead and refresh this. Welcome, everybody. We're back. We're going to get into one more, and I'll do the 3, 2, 1 again, okay? Let me go to drafts. Let me go to the Pomeranian. And then I'm going to do the 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And I am in. All right, everybody. Pomeranian. Oh, it's snap filled. Oops. All right. Well, welcome to the... Who do we get in here? Anybody? Let me take a look. Dang, I don't think we got anybody in here. Sorry, chat. Okay, so let's go take a look at our last draft real quick. I'm pick 12 here. We went from picks 1 to pick 12. Let me go update this one real quick. We did 2, 6, 8, 2. This team is not going to grade out good. It's just not going to grade out good. I'm thinking like a C. Oops. I'm thinking like a C. Let me sync it again. Flock Fantasy, refresh it. Yeah, it got an F. Yeah, this team, because I did not listen to the machine, the tool, I got an F. But I'm going to be honest, I like the team. I really like this team. We got Caleb paired with Manunga and Loveland. We got Patrick Mahomes paired with She Rice and Travis Kelce. And we got their bringbacks. So I know this says F. I like the team. I'm not going to listen to it. I like it. Especially for this tournament. All right, what's going on? Why am I still in this one? Active here. Go to draft. Okay. I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys have not yet subscribed and you don't want to miss any of the streams and you're liking what you're seeing here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you look at the top right, you're going to see that if we get to 1,000 subs before September 1st or before the big dog fills, I know it's a little ambitious, but we'll be doing a $500 big dog draft. The reason that I'm able to do that, I would not recommend that to somebody if... I'd only recommend it if you have the money, but the reason I'm able to do that is not because I'm rich. It's because I actually won a tournament last year, so I still have this money saved up, so I can use this money in that tournament if we do reach 1,000 subscribers before September 1st. So thank you all for being here. Thank you. Now, let's go back to this. Active, 4 picks away. I'm on the bookend here. If Lamb or Jefferson falls to me, oh my God, please. One of them, don't do it. Let them both fall. You want Saquon? Oh my God, you did. Oh my God. Let them both fall to me. Please, don't do it. K-O-O-T-O-Z. I'm not going to look. Please, don't. You want a running back. You know it. You want a running back. Oh. Like a knife through the heart, man. It's so close. Okay, my highest ranked running back is Saquon. My highest ranked receiver is Jefferson. I do like this start. It's going to be a little unique. Actually, not really. because I'm going to go Saquon here. But this start is okay. This start is okay. So, we got Saquon. We got Jefferson. This is our last draft. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you guys. And let's have a good last draft. Actually, let's look at how everyone else graded out. So, if I got an F, Rafa got a B minus, but this is who was in our draft with us. He's in the stream. A B minus advancement rate, which is good, but minus 143. So I'm going to have a talk with my boy after this draft is over. We got KOTOZ, who is in this draft again with us, who just sniped me off of CD Lamb. KOTOZ, I'm assuming you're not in the stream. I'm assuming that you are just doing these drafts if you are in here. We got P Punch, who's Peanut Punch, who was in this, and thank you. You titled it. I do this as well. If I get into a draft with somebody, I title it and then the date. So if you do win money, we will come back to this stream and look at the picks that you made, and we can look at the draft. Got a B plus and an A minus. So I got a B plus for ADP, but an F for advancement rate, which I like the team. I do. All right. 10 picks away. Trey McBride goes. Again, let's talk about what we got coming up. And then we'll talk about, after these picks, why we are drafting the Pomeranian wrong and what we need to stop doing. So, tomorrow, Wheel Wednesdays, we're going to be doing this. Okay? Wheel's going to pick my team. I could get 3 tight ends to start the draft. I can get 2 quarterbacks to start the draft. We'll see what happens there. I may be burning $3 3 times tomorrow, but it's for the love of the game. Then we're going to be doing this on Saturday, which I could also be burning money by doing this. We're going to be doing this. Now, Zay Flowers goes and Devontae Smith. So this is going to be a very unique team for Groves, the legend, who was also in our last draft. I'm assuming just like KOTOZ, they are just ripping these drafts like I am. Okay. Jacobs is fallen. I don't want Jacobs at this spot. I have Tet higher ranked. I do have a week 17 bring back with Jay Jettas and Garrett Wilson. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Week 17 is so important in this tournament specifically. In the other tournaments, I probably would have gone Tet. But week 17 is so important in this tournament. So let's talk about why week 17 is so important in this tournament. Again, so what am I doing? Oh, yeah. So if we look at the top left right here, 4 of 12 advancement makes it to the playoffs. It's normally 2 of 12. 2 of 10 makes it to the next round, and 1 of 8, and then a 910 seat final. You need to have the highest ceiling possible in week 17. Okay? These are the games that have the highest ceiling possible. These games have the potential, according to Vegas, to be shootouts. These are the top 8 games for week 17. Okay? Now, I have a New York Jets, Minnesota stack, but I could also do a Dallas, Philly. They are in the top right here. So Dallas against the Giants and Philly against the 49ers. I could do that if I wanted to later on, which I probably will target those players when those picks come around. But I also want to do a stack that not many people are going to have, which is probably going to be Minnesota and New York. So I'm going to have this stack since I got these guys. And Justin Jefferson fell to me, but I kind of reached a pick or two for Garrett Wilson. Now, let's use the Lions, for example, last year. Goff, massive week. Gibbs, Montgomery, Amon-Ra, James Williams, all massive week. Lions scored 52 points. You needed these players. On the other hand, when they scored 9 points, you did not want any of these players on your team except for maybe Jameson Williams. Goff, Gibbs, Williams, Amon-Ra, all do not the best. Not the best. So that is why it's bad to stack that many players on from one team in a regular tournament. But in this one, where 4 of 12 teams move on, you can sneak them through. All right, we're coming back on the clock here. Let's see who falls to us. These are the players that I want. It's just a matter of if they're going to sneak through or not. Let's see. Let's see. Jimmy Cam, who are you going to go? Who do you have on your team? You're going to go receiver here. Oh, you go Swift. Okay. Swift and Judkins. I really want Christian Watson on this team. Watson's ceiling, after coming back healthy, like, he just has really high ceilings on a team where they lose a pass catcher. So I do get Christian Watson. And then I'm going to go running back here as well. So I will go Byshell Tootin. So we got Barkley, Javonte Tootin, Jefferson, Wilson, Watson. Pretty solid start. This is probably going to say 3-5-7-3 still. Yeah. I think if I take another running back at the next turn, it's going to tell me to stop at 4. But I for sure need a wide receiver at the next turn. Okay. So let's look at our players that we have here. Justin Jefferson. Okay. Compare. Justin Jefferson. He falls to pick 12. Let's do this. Splits. Compare without J.J. McCarthy. So with, and let's look at the last couple of years. How do I? The last 3 years. Do I have to click him again? Yeah. Okay, so last 3 years, with and without McCarthy. Without McCarthy, over the last 3 years, he is wide receiver 6 in terms of points per game. With McCarthy, he's wide receiver 35. This is who we need. And Kyler Murray is the starting quarterback now. We need Kyler Murray to just be competent and not be J.J. McCarthy. Now let's go look at Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson rankings. Wilson, before he gets injured, with the most horrific quarterback play you could think of in the NFL. 22, 24, 20, 29, 24, 30. This was with Aaron Rodgers. Not too bad. This is without Rodgers. This is with terrible quarterback play. 20. And the year before that, 30, 26, 24. He gets massive spike weeks, even with terrible quarterbacks. So we need Geno to be the Geno of a couple years ago, not the Geno from last year. Please, Geno. We need you. All right. If we are going to go all in on the Minnesota, we're going to need to take Addison there. We could also go Mekhi Lemon if he falls to us. Or we can go one of these running backs. So this is the order that I want them in. This is the order that I want them in, like this. Like that. All right, never mind. Who just went? RJ Harvey goes. Michael Wilson goes. Let's see here. Makai Lemon goes. Knew it was too good to be true. He fell quite a bit, though. Normally he goes at the 6-7 turn. Jordan Addison goes. Okay. Jimmy Cam, you did not need Jordan Addison. It's okay. We got TJ Hawkinson and we got Juwan Jennings later. This guy's for sure taking a receiver here. We could also go Jaden Reed because we have Christian Watson and we can take J-Lo. Did J-Lo go already? No, J-Lo goes at 109, so we can get him on the next turn. So yeah, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be going Tony Pollard, and we're going to be going Jaden Reed. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's look at our team. We don't have a quarterback yet, but that's fine. We can get Jordan Love. And then on the turn right here, I'm going to go Kyler Jordan Love. I have to. I have to do it. So we got no quarterback, but we got Barkley, Williams, Tootin, Pollard. We got Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed. No tight ends, no quarterbacks through the first 8 rounds. At the turn, we need Kyler and we need Jordan Love. For this team to work and with the what am I trying to say? Stacking, I want these 2 players. I'm also going to try and get TJ Hawkinson. I'm also going to try to get Juwan Jennings. We need these quarterbacks on the turn. Okay. So thank you all for being here. Let's go over what we're doing wrong real quick. We need to be taking week 17 stacks. We have to be. I'll briefly go over it. So 4 of 12 teams move on instead of 2 of 12, and there's a 910 seat final. You need the highest floor that you can get, or the highest ceiling you can get. So thank you guys for being here for the stream. If you guys have been here for the entire time, I appreciate all you guys. I hope that this was helpful. We're about halfway done with the last draft of the stream. And if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we're doing over here. Thank you, thank you. I know it's a little bit later of a draft today than usual, but I got work. I got responsibilities and stuff. So yeah, 7 picks away. We're going to be double tapping quarterback here of Kyler and Jordan Love. Even if we get a massive faller, I'm double tapping these quarterbacks. No quarterback here. We have 2 quarterbacks up here that they can take. I will be double tapping quarterback. And in the top right here, if we get to 1,000 subs before the big dog fills or September 1st, we're going to be doing a $500 big dog. So if you're liking the streams, I like that you guys are hanging out and making the streams enjoyable. Go ahead and hit the subscription button, the subscribe button. All right. Hopefully we can get these 2 guys here. One more that we need to miss. Come on. Bo Nix. Okay. Kyler Murray pair up with Justin Jefferson. And Jordan Love paired up with Reed and Watson. That was huge for us. That was massive. This is probably saying 3 quarterbacks still, though. Yeah. And I will be listening to it this time. I'm only going to be taking 1 more running back. I do need 7 receivers, and I need 3 tight ends. If we look at tight ends here, we have TJ Hawkinson. We can pair up down here. We can go Jake Ferg, Dallas Goedert. But yeah, we have some options available to us. And if we look at this specifically for this tournament, I made this specifically for this tournament because of the massive ceiling that you are going to need in week 17 with a 910 seat final in the Pomeranian. If we look at our team, I'm getting a little bit unique in this tournament, but in this draft, in the last 2, we drafted a lot of players from this. But we got Saquon from the Eagles that we can then pair with a Niners player. Okay. We got Javonte Williams from the Cowboys that we can pair with a Giants player like Darnell Mooney. I know Isaiah Likely's still there. In the last drafts that we took, we got a little unique, we got a little cute. We got an F and we got an A. This is the F team though. I still like this team. This is the A team. I love this team. So I think despite what the tool's saying, this tool is meant for Best Ball Mania where it's 2 of 12 teams move on. I like this team. I do. Okay. So what this is saying is we can go Rashad White. We can go Jordan Mason if we wanted to. Tyrone Tracy. Jake Ferg. Isaiah Likely. I do need a little bit of Omar Cooper in my life. But I could also go Braylon Allen later. I only need one of these running backs. I do for sure need tight end. But I do want a receiver here. So I'm going to be taking Omar Cooper. And then I can get Geno Smith a little bit later. And then I'll be taking whoever else falls from these players. Okay. So we're going to go Omar Cooper. Get another receiver because we need one. He's my highest ranked receiver, and he pairs well with Garrett Wilson with the bringback of Minnesota, which we have. And then, do I want to take Rashad White as my last running back? Tyrone Tracy would be a good bringback. Or do I want to go Isaiah Likely? I already have Isaiah Likely, but this is just going to be a massive game between the Giants and the Cowboys. I need a tight end. I'll go Likely. I think that was the right play there. Got Likely with the bringback of Javonte Williams. We got Omar Cooper and Garrett Wilson with the bringback of Jefferson and Kyler Murray. And I will be going Geno Smith later at 179, which is in 2-3 rounds, I believe. Yeah, at round 15. What is this saying? This is probably still saying 3573. Yeah. Still saying 3573. Okay. So let's look at what's going on in the world of football today. So we got Patrick Mahomes. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Patrick Mahomes. Robotic knee popping off. T-Law and Brian Thomas Jr. stack might just win fantasy this year, according to the Sleeper Jags. Let's look at this. And don't tell the NFL I'm showing you guys this. Brian Thomas Jr., there you go. Parker Washington. This is what the offensive coordinator had to say about Parker Washington. I think really, really highly of Parker. I hope Parker thinks really, really highly of himself because we think that he's capable of what he did at the end of last year and even more than that. Jonathan Brooks is practicing and looks healthy. I was a little low on Jonathan Brooks. But after these, I moved him up. He looks healthy. He looks good to go. He just only had 9 NFL carries in his career. So, yeah. That's what's going on today. Along with Josh Jacobs. If you guys don't know about Josh Jacobs, let me bring that back up. Actually, let me leave this here. So, Adam Schefter, Bucky Irving shoulder likely to be ready at some point during training camp today. This is what was said, so hopefully he's back soon. Josh Jacobs arrested on following charges: battery, criminal, disorderly conduct, strangulation, intimidation. So this is all speculation. It hasn't been investigated yet. So innocent until proven guilty. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how that goes. And then Nico Collins agrees to a contract extension with the Texans. That's all what happened today in the news of the NFL. Again, don't tell the NFL I showed you clips. Juwan Jennings, please. Give me Juwan Jennings. Give me Juwan Jennings. 5 receivers, 5 receivers. You don't want Juwan Jennings here. You just don't. I know you don't. And he's my last good receiver in this tier. Please give me Juwan Jennings here. Don't make a grown man cry. KO. I know we've had our differences in the past, KO. You've taken plenty players from me, KO. Let me get Juwan. Let me get Juwan. There's KO. Don't make me Liam Neeson you. I will Liam Neeson for entertainment purposes only you right now. Okay. I'm going Pacheco. I need 3 tight ends. I also need a receiver. I'm done at running back. Man. I guess give me Antonio Williams. He gets to bring back with Jacksonville by Shell Tootin. I need another receiver. I have 2 rookies now. Oh, God. That could have been a mistake. Oh, God. And then, okay, I need 2 more tight ends. 1 more quarterback. 1 more wide receiver. This could get bad. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely, 2 years ago, had this massive, Sunday night, Monday night game against, who did they play? The Chiefs? Where he just went absolutely nuclear. And since then, everybody's been living off the high that he's going to do it again. Now he's on the Giants, signs a deal. How much was his deal worth? 3 years, $40 million. So they think highly of him. They're going to utilize him. And if we look at the depth chart for the Giants, Malik Neighbors is hurt. If Malik Neighbors is hurt and doesn't start the year, Isaiah Likely will be their number 1 option on their team. He just will. So, hopefully he can do great things there. Even if Malik Neighbors is healthy, he'll be the number 2 option on that team. On a team where they have a solid defense now after these last couple drafts, but they'll need to throw the ball. I don't think they're going to be winning a lot of their games. What does Vegas have their win total at? I would guess 8.5. 7.5, 8.5. 7.5, yeah. So they're going to be losing more than they'll be winning, so they'll need to throw the ball a decent amount. And if we go over here and look at Jackson Dart, what was his average? Tripping? There he is. So he threw the ball an average of 24 times a game with only 162 yards. But you would think he would take the year 2 step, the year 2 leap. All right, I'm 3 picks away. TJ Hawkinson, we're for sure going to grab here. For sure going to grab TJ Hawkinson. And then did Geno Smith go? Anybody know? Geno Smith goes to the guy that has Breece Hall. All right. All right, chat. I don't know. That was a stack. Are we serious? Are we absolutely serious right now? I get sniped on Geno Smith and TJ Hawkinson. You really needed TJ Hawkinson like that? You know what? You can have him. I didn't want him that bad. You can have him. Who's falling? I'm going to go Gunnar Helm. Get another tight end. And then I will be going receiver here. I'm not going to be going Calvin Ridley. I don't have Cam Ward. I'll go Jerry Jeudy. Hopefully he can produce stuff because I got 2 rookies right here. So I'll go Jerry Jeudy. Then I need one more quarterback, one more tight end. Looking at these guys right here. If Jacoby falls, I'll take Jacoby. Eli Stowers. I could go Jake Tonjes as well. I will be going Deshaun Watson. I know there's a bye conflict, but that's not that important to me in this tournament. I'll go Deshaun Watson, then Shador. Which other tight ends do I want? Njoku, Tonjes. I guess I just can queue a bunch of these guys up, right? Evan Ingram. Nah, no way I'm going Mason Taylor. Okay. So we're 15 picks away. This is the last draft of the night. So I appreciate all you guys for hanging out today. Hope we all learned a little something, whether it's right or wrong. I guess we'll find out in about 40 weeks when it comes to week 17. If you haven't already and you guys enjoyed the stream, we got 15 likes. I appreciate all you guys that already liked the stream, but don't forget to like it. We'll be doing these every night except for Sunday night and Thursday night. Tomorrow night, we got the wheel that will choose my team. Let's pull that back up. And then Saturday, we got this. So don't miss these streams. Make sure you do drop a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the things we got going on coming up. And what I wanted to do today, before the Pomeranian drop yesterday, was I wanted to do hero wide receiver. Well, I know we all know hero RB, but I wanted to do hero wide receiver, so we'll see if we do that sometime in the future. But let's make these last picks here. Let's make these last picks. Let's sync it up, and then let's see how we grade it out. All right, we're 5 picks away. We need a quarterback. I have Jerry Jeudy, so I'll go Deshaun Watson. Hopefully I don't get sniped on Watson. I don't know who's drafting Watson right now. And then I'm going to take one of these tight ends here. I'll take Jake Tonjes. Maybe George Kittle misses week 17. And if George Kittle misses week 17, this is what Jake Tonjes can do. Massive spike without George Kittle. So, let's see. 1 pick away. Don't take Watson. All right, we got Watson here. And then we will go for the week 17 stack, Jake Tonjes, if George Kittle does miss any time. All right, everybody. Let's go over this team again. So we got Kyler, Love, Watson, Barkley, Williams, Tootin, Pollard, Pacheco, Jefferson, Wilson, Watson, Reed, Cooper, Williams, Jeudy, Likely, Helm, and Jake Tonjes. Our tight end room is lacking, but maybe Isaiah Likely can carry us. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And good luck in your drafts, and have a good rest of your night. Thank you.